Alright, howdy folks. Today we are going to check out both the Classic mode as well as the Realism setting in Men of War 2. Classic, as the name implies, goes back to the roots of Men of War, whereas Realism makes the game a lot more hardcore, which is exactly what I wanted from Men of War 2. But first, I'd like to thank the developers for sponsoring this video. Men of War 2 is a real-time tactics game created by the Ukrainian Bestway studio and published by Fulcrum. It'll release on May 15th, 2024 for PC, which happens to be on the day of the 10th anniversary of the full release of Men of War Assault Squad 2. The game will come with 3 playable nations, the Soviets, Americans, and the Germans, and each of these nations has their own story campaign. Then there are 2 historical campaigns, a dynamic conquest campaign, and a skirmish-like raid mode. All of the single-player content can be played in co-op with up to 5 players. There are a ton of PvE and PvP options, which includes ranked matchmaking for all 3 battle setups, battalions, combined arms, and classic mode. Currently, the game has an always online feature to try and prevent cheating and keep leaderboards in check, but the developers are actively working on an offline mode for single player content and mods, so you don't always have to be online for that in the future. Classic mode differs from the combined arms and battalions modes in that you just select a nation and you jump right into battle. For battalions and combined arms, you first have to actually assemble your army. Now, the Realism mode doesn't just make units easier to kill due to having different health, it removes a ton of HUD information markers from the screen, as well as putting more emphasis on vehicle penetration mechanics. Now, where a shell impacts on a tank is actually a lot more important, carefully aiming for weak spots is going to really benefit you a lot. Regarding the HUD, you can enable or disable what sort of icons you want to have appear. So even though I am in Realism mode, I still have a lot of icons over my friendly units enabled just to kind of keep it overseeable, but you're perfectly capable of disabling them or enabling them in a certain way, so you just kind of mess around with it until you have your favorite setup for it. Can we... Oh, you just got the Realism. The Realism mode really hurts your guys. You have like 1 bullet, if that. Let's see if we can dig him in just in time. So you can see he's frantically trying. Oh. Okay, we got it down enough. Oh, he's trying again. Come on, more. Oh, this half truck is just driving on by. The AI is crazy. Okay, we're actually going to get killed if I don't really watch out here. This is like PvP. The AI is... Okay, the AI just completely ran over my entire unit. Or my AI, I should say. Oh, that's not good. We got saved really hard. I was really hoping to get these trenches built, but I guess not. We're going to just try to get the machine gunner down at least, because have some cover is better than no cover. This is very unfortunate, though. This is very unfortunate. Okay, machine gunner, dig in. Wait, both our machine gunners survive? Oh, okay, that's huge, actually. Probably the best case scenario, even though that was a really terrible scenario that just happened, so. Our medics are coming in to try to grab... Oh, crap. If your guys get rescued by the medics, they pop back up in this menu that'll pop up actually below here, right there. And then eventually you can call them back in. But right now, as you can see, we're not doing good at all. I kind of need my AIs to step up their game. Might be time for me to actually get a Panzer 38, considering I'm going to get lost. Or I'm going to lose. I don't mean I'm also going to get lost, but this is not good. Oh, wait, I didn't mean to do that. Keep digging, keep digging. Oh, they're digging, but I don't think they're going to survive. No, we just absolutely got demolished. What is this? Oh, my Panzer 38 is like... Oh, wait. No, this is my Panzer 38. It's so far from the front. I don't know how they just managed to spam all these heavy machine gun M3s, like the 50s or these 30s. No, they're only 30s? And they hurt so bad. All right, well, Panzer 38. We'll get... I guess we'll get the half-track infantry up here just to try to speed this up a little. Start working on these enemy half-tracks. That was... Oh, not like that. Not like that. Okay. There's 2 T-26s shooting at me right now. Okay, we got one. We got one. Left. Okay, that was actually kind of huge. I was kind of hoping that we can... Okay, that's actually good. This is good. If we can hit him one more time... Oh, we just out of range? Oh, we got it. I don't know how we won that, but that was very needed. All right, Shift B, by the way. Never press just B if you want to dismount your infantry, because if you do that, then you'll dismount the crew as well. Now, clearly, I don't really care too much about the crew in this situation, but it's nice to keep the guys in at least for the time being, because they were obviously actively machine gunning, and that's kind of important there. Oh, wow. We just got absolutely destroyed on the half-track. It's called a medic-in. Get the gunner back on that vehicle. Actually, maybe we'll throw another rifleman in. Hopefully he can man that machine gun together with the gunner. We got infantry all behind us. I'm not even sure what's actively happening here. I'm just perplexed. The AI came out ferociously. All right, we're getting some men back. I really want to try to push forward and... Oh! It's an AT gun. It's the regimental gun. Get behind the wall. Get behind the wall. Okay, we're sort of safe at least. Oh, actually didn't... What is this, a Jeep driving in reverse? See, wondering if we can save those guys who went down. Our AI Puma, if you can knock out that gun over there, that would be great. Try to rescue some of these guys. Oh, is it a machine gun? That actually might not be a bad thing to steal. Well, I guess it would technically be reacquire, right? Because it's an MG42. Maybe we double tap F. This is a way that you can get them back. And maybe the same thing for the half track. So if you get them back to base, you get the... Actually, I'm not sure if you get the money back in Classic. I know you get the money back in Battalions and in Combined Arms. But actually, this is an interesting point to see if we get some of the money back. I know they'll end up being in this thing where you can call them in again. But I'm not sure if we actually got the money back on those. Our medics, okay, nice. We got some more guys back. Now we only have a single machine gun and, like a couple dudes over here, but that's fine. Oh, our left is completely getting demolished. Now the good thing is we're playing combat and not frontline. So your points are not from, you know, having this front line that you can push and pull backward, but it's just purely from getting kills and, well, also from losing units. So I'm kind of hoping that... I don't even know where we're going to begin sort of getting this back together. Get a rifleman squad on the left and set them up, like, kind of maybe around this road, or maybe a little bit more towards this house. There's an enemy right there. I really just want to make sure we have a line, because, I mean, I know in combat, you're not necessarily looking to win by holding the line, but if you don't hold the line, then units will kind of crawl in behind you, and, well, that's not very ideal. Oh, maybe we'll try to support the B2. Infantry is a little further away. We have a huge, I couldn't even pronounce it. We have a huge amount of German infantry, but that T-26 could, are they going to charge it? They're going to have to, basically, if they want to get rid of it. Oh, that grenade. Oh, perfect. Actually, that's pretty good. Okay, stick with the B2. Make sure he doesn't get... Okay, good. I wish the B2 turned around. Oh, this must be the enemy equivalent of, like, our battle blob over here. We have... I'm trying to save up... Okay, actually, we're about to unlock the Panzer IV. And in 2.5 minutes, we'll get the Panthers. Now, what I've done is I've limited the AI to only have... mostly trying to limit it to having historical accurate equipment that would, like, sort of match what you'd see at Kursk. This is not 100% something I was able to do, but tried for the majority of it. So I'm not going to buy anything heavier. Oh, I'm definitely not going to point at the Yak here. I'm not going to buy anything heavier than the Panther. But I'm pretty sure the enemy will have KV-1s, T-34s, but no, like, IS-1s, IS-2s. I really feel like I should spread out my infantry a lot more, because there's basically barely a front line, which, again, isn't as important. I just feel like if you aren't checking this front line and making sure, you know, if you don't know what's here, somebody could just drive right on down and flank, you know, this Panzer IV. 2 minutes to the Panther. I kind of think that might be overkill. Maybe let's get a StuG 3 and use that for the time being. Again, hold shift, click any of the keys on your keyboard, like, well, the numbered keys, not any key. That won't work. If you do shift W, it won't do anything. But yeah, shift 1 to 3, you know, 9, whatever. So I like doing this. I think I explained it in my last one too, but you want to make sure you have your most valuable units, I guess, or your most important units, as always, hotkeyed. Without that, I feel like you're just putting yourself at kind of a big disadvantage if you're trying to quickly get back to finding a vehicle that you're, you know, invested in, at least financially invested in. And then another big one, which is huge, is Alt-S, allowing you to do that, and then they'll reverse exactly to where you want. So honestly, something that I love and I really am surprised to see that it's not in many other games. The reverse key is super important. Super important, cannot live without a reverse key, because the last thing you want to do is micro this thing all the way back. Say it lost its gun and you got to fall back. You don't want to just micro it all the way back. You want to do one, Alt S, click, and then it, you know, is no longer something that you have to worry about too much. Is that a T-34? Wait. Oh, I was just going to say it. It just popped up out of nowhere. Oh, it just missed it. Come on. It just... Oh, it set something on fire with our shell, even though we missed. Trying to get a sort of... No. Alright, well, that was the... might have been the ammo rack that we hit there. Left, we have a T-20. I mean, we have some support over here. Let's spread this out a lot. So what I'm doing, I'm holding the right click button, my right mouse button, and I'm just dragging it forward. And then my goal is once they all reach their destination, we're going to do the Alt Q, which is, again, something you'll see me do quite a lot when I'm playing Mode 2. I'm trying to wait to make sure that everyone is in their position before I do it. Doesn't really matter too much. You can just click whenever. And everyone who has the option to will start going to the ground, and they'll dig themselves a little foxhole. That's not that great, you know, they're prone out, but they're very susceptible still. Like if a round landed behind this guy, he would not feel so good. However, if you do it again, they stop whatever they're doing, and then they turn themselves, if possible, into a crouching one. And then again, this one does take a little longer, so keep that in mind. You can't just randomly do this in the middle of combat because you'll likely die. And then the last one is they are fully standing, and they are basically the most protected from artillery, tank, HE shells. But it allows them to very quickly get a defensive position going, so I'm a huge fan of that myself. Kind of seeing how long it takes. Actually, obviously the last one takes the longest, like getting that full standing depth one. And obviously the nice thing is you can kind of use crappy infantry, like these recruits. They just fully dug themselves in, like they're fully standing there. So what you do is you get them in there, and then say they die, you just replace them with an actual useful unit, like a machine gunner or maybe even a sniper. Because that way, you're not risking that good, high-quality unit in, you know, losing it potentially due to, you know, getting sniped or whatever as they're working on it. So that's something that is kind of a cheeky but smart way, I think, of... oh, let's actually keep the StuG here and get the Panzergrenadier and the Panther to come up. And then you just put the sniper in there. Boom, and now you have yourself a sniper cover. StuG, I need to be careful. I'm going to actually reverse the StuG because it's currently... being flanked. Rotate, 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 rotate. T-34 underneath the turret. Oh, we hit our own German armored car. Actually, that one might have just been abandoned. Or did we over? I'm not sure what happened to the T-34. Maybe it's time that we reverse this thing. And we are going to, after it's done reversing, we'll get it to retreat. Keep in mind that not all units can actually dig themselves in. Some, like these Panzergrenadier, they are very high quality, but they can't dig themselves in, which kind of makes them not as useful in those more defensive positions, which is where you like want a sniper or a machine gunner. But for assaulting, they're obviously perfectly capable to do that. It's just that you want to keep that in mind. Don't necessarily buy units that you want to try to dig in with, and then when you actually end up getting them, well, they cannot be, you know, used to dig in. That's obviously a big issue. Alright, looks like we have some actual heavy armor approaching. So let's push up. Load AP. T-34 from the flank. That one is... oh, it's an engine destroyer, but it's not even a kill. My infantry is going to be obviously watching the flank. Want to make sure... oh, did he just... he ended up killing that Panzer. Wait, that's him? Oh. Hang on. There we go. Okay, we're gonna... oh, it's time to fall back. It's time to fall back. I know this BT-7 isn't what I'm worried about. It's the thing that was shooting me from the right side just now. Oh, that is not good. That is not good. That is not good. I don't want to lose my Panther. It would look really awkward. Then again, it would be kind of somewhat historically accurate. Based on what I read was that Panthers were used in the battle for Kursk, but they had a relatively high casualty rate. Then again, they were apparently also responsible for a whole bunch of Soviet casualties. but they didn't perform as well because the crews that were given the Panthers didn't have as much time to train, to get used to their new vehicle. This is a huge issue, obviously, especially for, you know, drivers. But oh, this is, what are we? Oh, it's a T-35. What the hell? I don't know if there's any T-35s at Kursk, but if there was, I don't know if it'd have a great chance against the Panther. Though at this point, it might be time to, hopefully, don't, you know, there we go. That's done. I don't know. Maybe we fall back a little. I'm trying to get my infantry. Oh, we lost the Panzer Grenadier in that house. Meg's coming up. Our half track is back. We have StuG ready. I could call in some more infantry. Maybe I'll just call in this infantry. I know it's only a smaller squad, but that's okay. Oh, plane. It's an I-16. What is it going to do, though? Oh, it just totally whiffed. I'm not sure what that was going for, but I don't think it was anything. Oh, I need to reverse my... Oh, that is a repair necessary on my Panther. What is flanking us all the way? Oh, it's gone. It's just a little T-20 Compsomolets with a little DT machine gun in the hull. I'm wondering if it's worth... You know what? We'll just keep this thing around here. Might as well kind of keep it as an infantry protection unit, at least for the time being. This BA-11 really shouldn't be alive much longer. Like, let's switch to AP, and it's gone. All right, well, it's not gone, but it's completely emptied. So I think I read that in realism mode, shots from your vehicle to an enemy vehicle, or kind of vice versa, any shots from your vehicle to another vehicle have a higher chance of not just sort of blowing up the enemy vehicle, but to at least... it's currently camouflaging. Okay, well, I don't know if that was super useful, but at least it looks cool. Basically, in realism, tanks have a higher chance of just getting... Oh, no. Oh, no. Go forward, I guess. Forward. Oh, that was a very lucky decision. If I would have gone backward, I probably would have lost that Panther. What I'm trying to say before they can, you know, bomb me and kind of rudely, is that in realism, there's a higher chance that your tanks knock out enemy vehicles, but not kill them. So if you're trying to, say, capture a unit, then that's what that would do. You could try to at least knock out vehicles, knock their crew out, and then obviously they would need repairs, but they wouldn't... Oh, this T-34 and a Puma are next to each other. There we go. That was an ammo rack, I think. So basically, in realism, it allows you to capture units more often, though obviously you've seen the infantry has no recourse. Infantry just gets absolutely annihilated. Now, I'm capable of buying these higher tier vehicles, but I'm not going to do that because that kind of defeats the purpose of this battle. What I'm going to do, though, is call... What was that? Oh, an Su-122. I don't know if I really want to push up and try to shoot that. What I will do, though, is I'm going to grab a machine gun squad. And then, together with the machine gun and the Panzer III, we'll cover that sort of left. Where does BT-7 just come from? Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. The Panther, maybe it's time to reverse and retreat it and get it out of here. I would love, in 4 minutes, we can get the Ferdinand, which I think was one of the first times that they used the Ferdinand in World War II, like realistically, the Germans anyway. So it would be cool to kind of showcase that here. Maybe it's time to just get this vehicle out of here and just get the money back for it. Or at least don't worry about the pop cap cost of it, you know? What we could do, this could be interesting actually, we could dig in with our machine gunner here. So we'll have two machine gunners. We'll get a little sandbag emplacement. Yeah, sure. No, just actually, maybe just like that. Okay, and then we're going to actually dig in our Panzer III. And then after that, we'll use the camouflage net. I'm not really too worried about pushing. I think combat has always been more of a... If you're smart, you kind of played a little safe. I'm not saying you should camp in a corner, though you could technically, but there isn't really like a downside to it. I just feel like you definitely want to have some sort of general map control. So you always want to have a straight sort of line so nobody can flank. Because right now, guys on the right could technically just, well, walk right into our lines, which I don't really like the idea of. At the moment, we're just under 3 minutes left for that. Maybe we'll get a... maybe, you know... We'll call on this Panzer 38 that I had called in earlier. There we go. Why don't we call that back in? Because right now there's, you know, it's just been sitting in my sort of withdrawn units tab. And then I can support those Gebirgsjäger. And then on the left, yeah, we have our Panzer completely camouflaged. Actually looks pretty cool. You can You can kind of see that it's there, obviously, but if you were to zoom out, if it didn't have sandbags, it would be hard to tell, I feel like. I don't know if my Panther 38 can really do anything about that. Let's find out. Gebirgsjäger on the right. And let's dig in. Maybe we'll get some of our guys in this building. I don't see why I wouldn't, I guess. Oh, maybe not the machine gunner, though. He should probably stick back. We'll use some of the automatic or semi-auto rifle guys. And get some of our guys into foxholes that we have made before. Okay, we're digging him in. Oh no, is he gonna... Come on, no, get in the building, get in the building! I didn't know the entrance was on the backside. Oh! What was that? What just exploded? I don't know. I don't know what just exploded. Oh, they have a... Okay. I see. What should we use here? Probably the rockets, or do we get the bomb? I like the rockets because it's cooler. And I think with the rockets, you have a little bit more of a... Oh, I clicked the wrong button. You have a little bit more of a standoff point that way. Oh, that was not... Oh, that kind of hurt a little. Oh, was that on it? That was on it. I think we knocked out... Yes, we did. We did. That's actually kind of useful because that was going to be an issue. Make sure we dig in the Gebirgsjäger that we had. And I kind of want to keep digging these foxholes. And now on the left, we're good. Our Panther is going to retreat. And we are very close to getting to Ferdinand, which should technically be great until they track it. And that's kind of the story of the Ferdinand, I feel like. So, you know, hopefully they don't end up tracking it or we're going to be in trouble. Make sure these guys keep digging in. Oh, there goes a hull on the T-34. 15 seconds. I'm actually kind of excited to bring this thing up. We can even use some of our... we can even sort of barricade these buildings. I think it does adds extra health. I'm not 1,000% sure. Though the implication that, you know, adding a bunch of sandbags and stuff to the buildings would obviously be... It would... Oh... The AI is relentless. They figured out that's where a guy was, and they just bombed his pack gun. That was not a player. That was an AI figuring out where to... Oh, press the Y button. That was an AI figuring out where to bomb. Very, very scary, actually. Okay, we got the Ferdinand right now. Very imposing. So, same gun as on... Or basically the same gun as on, like, the Yak Panther, the Nashorn, and the King Tiger. Slight variations between them all, but basically in greater schemes, it's the same thing. I think the Ferdinand has the issue where, and I've had this before in using it in multiplayer, it's great until somebody realizes that it's a Ferdinand, they send one heavy artillery round, or even just a nearby bomb, or just a HE shell from an SU-122, or even a 105 Sherman, your track goes off, and suddenly you're now left with what is basically a very immobile tank that doesn't even have a gun that can, you know, angle very much. So you are very reliant on this thing not getting... Okay, hello, Mr... What is that, a Zis 2? Damn, that was awesome. So you're very reliant on making sure your tank doesn't just get run over by enemy tanks the second your tracks are gone. I'm actually getting... Oh, is that a... Oh, thank God somebody shot... Oh... I was terrified. I thought if that thing would touch me, I would explode. I am happy to say that that was not the case, but I was very worried about it. Okay, there goes that gun. Let's see if we can get a StuG to just drop a big... I don't know why I keep left-clicking on that. Let's get the smaller bombs. Alright, maybe we'll blow this house up, too, just because we can, right? We got HE loaded. Oh, that was a terrible shot. Oh, is it going to get the bombs off? Oh, it's an AA gun. We actually bombed. That was kind of huge. We bombed the AA gun, so it couldn't even end up killing us. What is that? T-34. Wow. That went, I think, either right over the engine deck of the Whirlwind, or it went straight through it and just instantly destroyed that T-34. It's funny how I was saying that it could... In realism mode, technically the goal is to make tanks a little bit easier to capture. Well, that one is not going to be capturable because he is completely gone. Now let's call in some paratroopers. I think that could be an interesting exercise. Might as well try ahead and do that. We are very low on pop cap right now. Oh, probably shouldn't have done that. I thought that that tank was done. This is not good. I don't know if we can make it out of there. We just got shot. Paratroopers are behind enemy lines. My friend needs to rotate. Oh, we got something spotted over here. What is that? Oh, no. No, 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 no. This is huge. Oh, you guys missed. You guys all missed. They all missed. Oh, no. Well, mostly they, I guess they won, but wait, we're getting chased by somebody. Oh, there we go. I'm about to say, oh, no. Well, the fall shoot maker did kind of their job, I guess, right? But not, like, amazingly. All right, Tiger versus T-34. That just feels rough. Is it an Su-76? The Tiger hit the Su-76, but he didn't care about the fact that he just got shot by an 88mm shell. We're going to make this day very bad for him, though. All right, perfect. I think it's mostly... Get some more Panzergrenadiers. And I guess, do we have any special units? Or, yeah. Oh, the Panther's going to be in there for a while. That one ain't coming back. Maybe we'll get another one of these half tracks, but I'm assuming it's mostly empty. We actually have 4 guys left. That's not the worst. I felt like maybe that wasn't the best plays on some of the infantry that I was doing early on. I cannot imagine or just believe, I mean, how crazy those initial... Oh, KV-1E. Those initial things were that the enemy was doing to us, that was crazy. Like the half-track driving? I feel like I was actually playing against players there for a second. KV-1E is like lobbing shells almost like an artillery piece. Okay, our accuracy at that range is severely not... Oh, guys, I forget. This is not the Elephant, because I think the Elephant has the machine gun in the bow. This doesn't have any sort of machine gun, but the KV-1E should be relatively easy kill. Yeah, there it is. Well, I mean, that's only one enemy crewman down, but oh, this is the issue. Yep. Now this is the thing. I have no track, and what that means is, oh, I just whiffed really bad. I kind of don't want that. Oh, let's get that KV-1E. We have 30 seconds. Okay, there goes the KV-1E. Now whatever is shooting us in the flank, we got to just rush toward. No! They are... Oh, I can't believe they managed to get that done. I'm actually, like, madly impressed. I don't know if we can get... There's this random tank crew behind the lines. I don't know if we can get that thing, revenge bomb, just in time. Oh, okay. Well, I just wanted to make sure that we kind of took a revenge for that Ferdinand, because that was a kind of a nice run, and then the end it got artillery. But it kind of showcases the weakness of those units in that situation. Once again, thank you for the developers of Mo 2 for sponsoring this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you